So this is an Coop grower, and I'm going to set it up now for some baby chickens. I've got about 30 chickens that are about 3 weeks of age, so I'm going to spread out the sawdust, put some food in the feeders and put a little tin surround, put a heater in there and put some chickens in. Let's do this. So I've got a bag of feed here. I'm just going to put half the feed in one, half the feed in the other. Now I do want to say we haven't quite finished this product yet. Like I've still got to tie up the hoses and we're still making a few little tweaks. But I thought I'd rather get you a video and show you what we are doing, because people have said, hey, I want to brood chickens, how can I do it? So that way I thought I'll just get a video out, even if it's a bit premature, at least you can see what is going on. So when you've got little baby chickens in this size area, when they first start, you don't want the chickens to get caught in a corner. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spread out this sawdust and then I'm going to put a little bit of sheet metal and just make a nice little semicircle here. So they're going to stay in close to the feeders, close to the drinkers. When they're a bit older, you can move it out. Now the sheet metal I'm using, it's not as tall as I would like, but again, it's just to demonstrate this video. In 4 weeks from now, we'll have the full video out with the right height and a few really cool features of how we attach the sheet metal. But for the moment, this is just a quick how-to and a sneak peek at this new product. Okay, I've spread the sawdust out. I'm now going to get a bit of this. This is just a bit of sheet metal. It needs to be taller, but I more want to just show people an example of what you do, how you can keep the birds contained. So when you first start, you can just make a circle of this and just put your heat plate in, and it might be 1 square meter, and as they get bigger, move it out. But because the chickens are already 3 weeks old, I'm just going to tuck it in the sides and just give them a bit of a semicircle, just so they're a little bit contained, and then in a few days I'll give them the whole run. I just want to settle them in. Okay, so I've got the little surround in place. Now I'm just going to lower the drinkers down just a little bit for the chickens. I'll put the heat plate in and we're good to go. So this is what I use to keep the chickens warm. It's called a chick heat plate. So underneath it just provides a little bit of heat. And what you'll find is that the chickens will perch up here at night. Well, not at night, just during the day. They'll run around. So I've just cut out a bit of PVC, which I'll put over the top just to keep it clean. Now these legs are adjustable. As the chickens get bigger, you can just move the heat plate up. So they're very energy efficient. Like if you go back 10 years ago, you may have to use like a 250 watt light bulb that's on all the time. This I think is 70 watts, so it's very efficient. The other thing I like is you've got this aftermarket accessory that plugs in, and you've got an adjustment dial. So because these chickens are 3 weeks old, I've just got it about halfway. So if you're talking in watts, if it was pulling 70 watts, it's only going to pull about 35 watts. So I can just plug that in, and I can just turn the heat down to save electricity, and because the chickens, they don't need as much heat as they get older. Okay, so the brooder is set up. They've got food, they've got water, they've got heat. Now let's put some chickens in. One of the great things about the Coop grower is you can open up these big side doors to let in airflow and light during the day. It's a little bit wet today, so if you had baby chickens you may not open it up, but with chickens this age you can let in a bit more light and you just have a lot more airflow. What you can do, and what we've done on this one, we've just put some mesh here on the side so the chickens can come up to the mesh. What we will do over the next couple of weeks is actually extend this mesh all the way to the top. More just security against predators. If you had a dog could jump over this. This is about 900 millimeters tall. But if we close it right in, you're not going to get any other birds, other chickens, dogs, cats, anything else come in. The chickens can come up to the outside, but nothing else can get in. But right now it's raining, and these doors, they're 3 meters wide, and it's providing a lot of shelter, but still letting a lot of light and airflow in. So that's just a quick sneak peek of the Coop grower.